Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Preparation Ape, your number one place for autoerotic asphyxiation. I'm DKP.
I'm Major Tom. You got it.
Yeah.
Good job.
It's a fucking hard word to say.
It is. And it's even harder when you have the pressure of having to say it. When you're like feeling pressured, and I'm like staring at you.
I didn't even notice that.
Hi, everyone.
Yes. What's on the Residox tonight? And we're not early. This is the Prep Ape time, Mr. DeFi.
All right, it's time. You know, we've been talking about E3 quite a bit lately.
Oh yeah.
Well, now we're really going to start hammering it home. We've got 4 more Prep Apes till E3. So what we're going to do is we're going to dedicate a Prep Ape to each of the different first parties, and then the final one will be a dedication to the rest. So we're going to do them in order by which they appear by the time they have press conferences. So Microsoft has a press conference Sunday night, or Sunday in the afternoon. Sony has one Monday night, and then Nintendo has one Tuesday morning. So we're going to go Microsoft, Sony, Nintendo.
All right. Also, Devolver Digital is having one. Did you hear about that?
I did not.
Yeah.
They're a great publisher.
I don't think we're going to get Hotline Miami 3, but I would kill for it.
They just made me like really want to start talking about indie games, because I don't think people we're not going to talk about it, or hopefully not. I don't think people give indie games enough credit nowadays. People are so pissed about the like AAA games, how we don't get as many AAA games as we used to anymore, and like how like the middle guy fell out, like the THQs of the world. Granted, THQ is back, but like the middle tier of gaming kind of dropped out. So now we only get the top and the bottom.
I think indies get a lot of recognition. I think they
do in our bubble, but I think in like the general populace.
Oh well, yeah, of course not.
People don't look at something like Hotline Miami and consider it as good of a game.
It's the same way in which, like, but it's the same way in which like films, like, okay, The Room would never have gotten talked about even if it was good. But the only reason why it is because it's like a cult thing, and even then, most people don't know about it. Like the majority.
I think that's fair.
I don't know how to solve that problem, really. You know, to get like people who aren't enthusiasts about a particular form of entertainment to like lesser known versions of it.
That makes me think. Like, I think we're going to spend this entire Microsoft episode talking about.
No, we're about to move on, but like,
I think you make a really good point in that, like, the people who really care about movies care about indie films, and the people who really care about video games care about indie games. So, and then the people who don't, who just like to watch their summer popcorn blockbusters, like the Guardians of the Galaxy of the world, they're just happy with doing that, and I should just be happy with them doing it. And I should feel the same way about the Call of Duty players of the world. Do you just want to buy you a PS4 or an Xbox One and play Call of Duty and Madden every year, and that's it? Have fun.
Hot take.
Hot take. Yeah.
Finally talking about Microsoft. Yep. We are. And I'm fucking ready to do this. Let's dive in, man.
Let's go.
So we're gonna go to a current state of Xbox. That is, I guess, as our first topic.
So I have some thoughts on this, but I guess I'll just start and see where that takes you, because I don't really know where you're at with a lot of your thoughts on the current state of Xbox. So just to make sure I get a lot of the stuff I want to say, Microsoft is in a risky / unique position. They're in a position in that, like, in my opinion, they haven't really been doing anything super impressive. We haven't gotten any great exclusives. Like, they don't have a bunch of awesome games on the horizon.
They've announced a lot of interesting looking exclusives, but like none of them, or a lot of them have. Well, I'm thinking of things like Cuphead, Days Gone, things
Days
like that.
Gone is a PlayStation game.
Their other one they canceled. Like a lot of them just haven't.
Outside of fruition. Okay, here are the big ones that I know: Crackdown.
Yep.
Sea of Thieves. And if you want to consider State of Decay a big game, I don't.
I don't either.
It's the last State of Decay was basically an indie game, and this one's being published, so you could consider that a big.
I don't even consider Crackdown a big I personally I don't know anyone apart from you.
I was about to say
who's played the other ones.
I played both of them. Yeah.
And you never hear about them.
Yeah.
Either.
I don't talk about them a lot.
I can't say that. Well, nobody does.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I don't think they, as far as that, like I don't think they have any big exclusives coming.
So whereas
anymore.
Sony has announced a bunch of games that we don't know, we haven't seen yet, things like Last of Us and Detroit Become Human and Days Gone and.
But no, Days Gone was Microsoft, I thought. No, is that
PlayStation
Sony?
exclusive.
Oh, okay. Well, fuck.
Yep.
Then yeah, never mind then.
Like whereas we've seen a bunch of that, and then with Nintendo we have a lot of expectations. We expect hi. State of Decay is excellent. I personally love Crackdown. So there's two people on Earth. So whereas Nintendo has a lot of, there is always an expectation with Nintendo. It's like, oh, you're buying the next Nintendo console? Be on the lookout for a new Mario. Be on the lookout for a new Animal Crossing. Like that's kind of the question with Nintendo is not necessarily what, but when.
Yeah.
When are we getting a new Pikmin? When are we getting a new Smash? When are we getting? It's all about when. With Microsoft, it's what. Like the question that we want to know is what is coming.
Yeah. Actually, just as a very brief aside.
Please.
I'm going to say something positive about Nintendo. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
I do like the reliability of knowing that every console generation you're going to get, you know what you're going to get at least.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Yeah. It's like, I get so excited. I'm like, oh man, I can't wait for the new Metroid. Then I get a 3DS and boom. My prayers are answered. Metroid Prime Federation.
Oh, all of our fucking prayers were answered on that one.
No, it becomes an expectation with Nintendo, and sorry, we're kind of getting on a tangent, but it becomes an expectation.
It's only because that's different. Way different from Microsoft.
For sure. So, yeah, I think Xbox is in a super unique and interesting position that...
I wouldn't say advantageous.
No, they have the most to lose, for sure. Based on their performance at E3 this year.
I would actually say they have the most to gain.
Exactly. I think it's both. I think it's absolutely both. I think that if they don't have a show...
how you look at it.
Yeah, if they don't show well at E3 this year, if it's just like, here's the Scorpio, here's all the features of the Scorpio, you can now invite a bunch of friends to a party and you can all circle jerk together. Like, that's not, I mean, outside of you, that's not going to set the world on fire.
Ooh, good burn.
So they really, yes, they have the most to lose with this E3, but they also, like you said, have the most to gain. If they come out and they show a lot of really great new exclusives that are going to, because Scorpio's, as it's been touted, the most powerful video game console ever made. They have an opportunity when they show Assassin's Creed, when they show Call of Duty and Destiny and all of these things. They have an opportunity to make them look special or unique. But it's not gonna be enough to pull people away. So they really, really need to surprise people.
That's one thing that about like E3 that I don't like is them showing off games. Like, okay, so Ubisoft does a press reveal or whatever, and they talk about like, okay, we got Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
Here's the new Assassin's Creed. Yeah. And then Xbox, like, part of I guess their selling strategy is showing you the Assassin's Creed. It's like,
for sure.
Well, the only way in which this is like super relevant is if I didn't believe you that it was gonna either be on the console or run on it. Like,
I think that has a lot to do with the relationships that they have, though. That it is a moment of pride, it is a position of pride for Microsoft or Sony to show some big third-party exclusive on their platform. It's like,
but if it's Assassin's Creed, like that's not even an exclusive. They do that a lot with like Call of Duty. And
it's
stuff.
not, but that's what I'm talking about. It's a moment of pride for them to be able to show like big games off it. So, 5 years ago, if you watch the Xbox press conferences, that's where you saw Call of Duty. Now you see them on PlayStations. So,
I mean, I guess it's just I don't. If you're trying to sell units, I feel like people have already made up their mind. Like for third-party games. Like where they're going to play it. It's what they have. But if you want to sell units, like, as much as I hate exclusives, right? They're not going away, so you have to be realistic about it. Like, that's where you're going to get it.
Well, that's why they have to lean on.
That's where you're actually going to push like console sales.
That's why they have to lean on the best place to play. Like Sony and Microsoft both have to lean on that. We have the best place to play the new Assassin's Creed because we're going to have the best visuals.
But
But
that's
ours is the best place to play. Because we have the best. They
don't market that though. I've never seen them on stage say like, and if you play it on Xbox, it'll look better than PlayStation or anything like that.
They're not going to specifically call it out. They're going to say we have the best looking version of this game.
I've never heard that specifically. But what I've heard is like the best place to play. But it's like that seems just like marketing talk. Like,
so do you remember when the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One got announced? How Sony had a thing that's like, remember, because Xbox, there was all this speculation about how DRM would work and how it would always be online and how like game sharing worked. And Sony made a video that's like, here's how you share games with your friends.
What happened to that game sharing thing, by the way? Did that ever come to fruition?
Microsoft killed it.
Oh, they did.
Microsoft killed it.
I know they killed it
because everybody reacted so negatively to it. But they're like, here's how you share your games. One of the executives from PlayStation handed a game to someone else, and then they look at the camera. Like, they have no problem taking jabs at each other in terms of why our thing is better than the other thing. They just don't implicitly, what's up, barbecue? Implicitly say it.
And if I will get to predictions here in a minute, buddy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like, okay. Idify Singing predicts, which we're not at predictions, games. But, like, as far as the current sale, this is... I'm sure we're going to get a lot more about the Scorpio, obviously.
Yeah, for sure.
But, okay, we'll talk about that. I guess when we get there. I mean, as far as current state of it, like... Yeah, well, they're at a weird position where they have, like we said, everything to lose and nothing to lose, because like they're not pushing more units as is, because there's no good incentive. Like there's nothing coming out currently that's making people go to the store and buy fucking Xboxes.
Yeah.
But like if they give that reason, well, I mean, there you go, they have everything to gain. So yeah, that's really it as far as like what I have to say as far as the current state.
For sure. What about like going into E3? What do they need to do? This is not from a prediction standpoint. What do you think they need to do?
They need to provide reasons why people need to buy their hardware.
That's the most obvious yet appropriate answer.
Yeah, I mean, like that's really it. Because like right now, like there's just not.
Yeah.
Like I own an Xbox, and I haven't used it in months.
The last time I played it was in February when I played through Dead Rising. Played through Dead Rising and finished Sunset.
That was the last time that I played it. Was when Dead Rising came out in December. Yeah. So yeah, about half a year ago almost.
Yeah. I've really been wanting to pick up the HD re-release of Voodoo Vince, but I don't want to go through like 30 years worth of updates. So, yeah, I mean, I'd say that's it. I'd say that they're in a they're in a scary position because if they come out of the gate swinging, then it's going to be amazing. But if they don't, then it's going to be sad and kind of disappointing. Like it's going to be business as usual. I can say that based on the press conference that they have, they will sell me on a Scorpio or they will not. At least as far as my wallet is concerned, that E3 press event is a test for them.
Yeah, well, I mean, like as far as like the business as usual thing, that's kind of the reason why I think Xbox is currently kind of, I don't want to say losing, but like not top of the charts as far as interest.
Yeah.
While PlayStation kind of is as far as like consoles go, because they've got the indie market. They've reached out to what they've done is like provided fan service to shit that previously like was just like dreams of people. Like okay, for example, they acquired Kojima and like gave him fucking everything he wanted. Like big fucking deal, right?
Yeah.
Like I don't mean that like in jest. I mean like pretty big fucking deal. What else? The whole Shenmue thing. Like they brought that in. They're doing Final Fantasy VII. Like they're listening and saying.
And I don't even think all these are exclusives, but they're making them seem like exclusives.
Yeah. In like what Xbox could do, like as far as on the other side of the coin would be like, okay, they could acquire Remedy. And be like, not just like, look, their game's exclusive. Like, they could say, hey, we brought this company in that currently doesn't have a lot of funding, but people love it. And yeah, now we're taking on our wing. We're giving them unlimited funding. We expect great things, right?
And that's part of my fear. I'm gonna take a poo on you, Sis Kurtzen. That's kind of my fear. Is like, whereas Sony, what you're talking about, acquiring Kojima Productions. Mm-hmm. Microsoft not only lost exclusivity rights with Remedy, which they did Alan Wake, which relationships like that come and go. It's not a huge scare. But like Playground Games, the guys who do Forza Horizon 3 came out last year, incredibly good. The next game that Playground Games makes is not going to be a Microsoft exclusive. It's going to come to PlayStation as well. It's supposedly an open world game, which I don't think we'll see that this year.
Right.
Forza Horizon is one of their pillars, or Forza is one of their pillars. So one of their pillar devs, the game that they're putting their manpower and energy into.
That would be like if PlayStation lost Gran Turismo.
Yeah. Or if the guys who make Gran Turismo, the next
went
game they
somewhere
make
else, yeah,
is going to be on potentially multi-platform. My guess is it'll be multi-platform because they want the most bang for their buck. But like, whereas Sony is getting more first-party developers,
right?
Microsoft is losing, or even second-party, they're both second-party, and so is Kojima Productions. No,
they're first-party now.
Yeah, they're first-party now.
Let's hit a couple comments real quick.
Yeah.
Adolf was saying they already talked about Scorpio specs, so he's anticipating you're going to see like a lot of games.
Yeah.
No, I think you're still going to get a shitload of Scorpio stuff.
I do too.
Because they've talked about the hardware specs, but like nobody that's watching E3, or I'd say the majority of people watching E3 don't give a shit about that. Like they're not going to equate teraflops or whatever the fuck it is to like what they're going to be getting. So it's going to be a lot of like showing off what it does, and I think like I honestly think that's going to be probably almost the main focus that you're going to see. And he said, "What are your thoughts?" I'm thinking they open the conference with a major title over Scorpio.
I would agree with that.
I don't think they're going to start it with Scorpio.
This isn't necessarily a prediction per se, but my guess would be, I guess it is a prediction, that they'll open it with Crackdown 3.
Really?
Running on Scorpio.
Yeah,
and it's going to be some awesome demo of Crackdown 3. And then they're going to say, like, Crackdown 3 launches with Scorpio October 13th for a retail price of blah, blah, blah. I can see that happening. I think it'll be a game, and then they'll come out and they'll say, this game is better on Scorpio. Let's talk about Scorpio for a couple of minutes.
So let's show
games.
Are you saying
Games, Scorpio, games.
Are you saying that they're going to start the conference by having like a countdown, a bunch of green shit, a montage of games we've already played, with a really shitty indie song or a remix of a popular like classic rock song, and then go into Crackdown? Is that what you're saying?
No, I don't think that. I don't think
they do that every year.
I think that they're doing all of that, except it's not just going to be games we played. It's going to be ones we haven't.
But ones we already know about, though.
Yes.
So it's like, oh,
yes.
Wow, hot take.
Everything else was right, but that one thing. What the fuck happened to CD3? Like they teased it and went dead.
Well, I guess we'll find out. If it's vaporware or not.
What? What's CD3?
Crackdown 3.
Oh, Crackdown 3.
I assume that's what he means.
Yeah, but makes sense, because that's what we're fucking talking about.
Indeed.
I'm like, what game are you talking about?
So that's the current state.
Yep, let's move on to the next slide.
What we expect to see.
Clearly, this is kind of what we were just talking about segues nicely. I expect to see Crackdown. I expect to see Scorpio. I would not be surprised if we get something Halo related.
That was gonna be one of my answers. I expect to see a new Halo.
Yeah. What Idify's talking about, Cuphead. I think we're finally going to get a release date for that. My guess is they will, to steal an Easy Allies term, shadow drop it.
Cuphead? Yeah. That'd be great. I don't know, man. Like I said,
we haven't heard about it, so I feel like it's got to be close.
Or they're gonna shadow kill it.
Maybe. I expect to see a game where you can spy on people jacking off through their Kinect. We talked about that.
They used to have that. It was called Uno. I'm not even kidding.
Dude, how great would it be? Yeah, I know. How great would it be if Uno came back?
Oh, dude. That's one of the few things, not to get on a sideway, but like, that's one of the few things that I'm sad that I missed. Yeah. That I wasn't around to fucking drink beer and fucking on a Saturday night and page through and find people on Uno doing horrible things. You know, like...
Yeah.
But, I mean, apart from that, I expect to see... Well, I mean, we know about the Scorpio.
Yeah.
As far as, like, games, I'm almost, like... They're somehow going to find a way, maybe, to do more, what the fuck's the term I'm thinking of? Last generation...
ports?
Yes, ports. Or backwards compatibility.
Dude, like, if they do backwards compatibility to the original Xbox...
That's right. Well, I don't think you're going to be able to put your disc in. But I think that they're going to make it to where, like, you can...
To do it.
No, I mean, they can start selling them on the store. I could see that. I don't think they're going to make it to where, like, you can...
Then that's not necessarily backwards compatibility.
Well, that's more... Like, kind of is.
Backwards compatibility is the ability to take something that you played, that you own, and be able to play it.
Well, okay, yeah, I see what
This is, it's like the difference between what Xbox does or what PlayStation does with PS2 games. Like, you can buy PS2 games on the PS4, but you can't put your PS2 game in a PS4.
Hold on, never mind. Okay, sorry.
Connected?
I'm just looking at our shit
Chatty
out
just
for a
fucked
little
up
bit.
for us.
Yeah, State of Decay.
Major focus, I don't want major focus, but I definitely think they should give it its 2 minutes. Give it a trailer.
Yeah, I almost think we might see some more Killer Instinct.
Yeah,
like
probably.
a new version of that. Because like
they do years. There's like year 1, year 2, year 3. Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing like super incredible that I think we're gonna see.
Unless we start
there's
talking
shit
about predictions.
there's shit that it's like I would like to see. There's shit that would be awesome, but as far as like what I know about currently and like what I think's possible and reasonable, there's not too much out there that like I can say unless like they have I'm sure they have surprises, right?
For sure. They better fucking have surprises. If they don't, then I'm not buying a Scorpio. HoloLens, yeah. I mean, I do expect to kind of see their answer to VR. Exactly. I expect to see their VR solution because I think the Scorpio is the first console that's going to be able to do VR decently well in terms of resolution.
Well, that depends on like what technology they adopt.
Oculus, probably. Because they already control it. We've already talked about this, but they already have a relationship with Oculus. So, I think we're going to get a Crackdown release date. I think we're going to get a Scorpio release date with price. I think we're going to get a State of Decay 2 release date. Basically every game that we know about,
that we just
we're going to have release dates for them, and they're all going to be this year.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
I can possibly see Sea of Thieves getting pushed back to next year. Possibly. Not pushed back, but released next year. But I think we're going to get release dates for everything, and I think we're going to get a bunch of things that we don't know about yet. And I think it would be of the utmost importance to not spend too much time focusing on the actual Scorpio and not too much time focusing on VR. I think they should touch on them, but I don't think they should waste their time talking about teraflops.
Yeah, we're going to get a Crackdown release, and then they're going to pull a Scalebound. I don't know, we'll see, man. Didn't Bethesda Tuesday...
Forza Motorsport 7 as well. It's time for that as well.
Didn't Bethesda tease Fallout VR for Xbox? I didn't see that.
Yeah, I didn't either, but I believe it.
Well, then that might carry some weight, but yeah.
I feel like I was about to say, I feel like they'd show that at Bethesda. But actually they might, because the Microsoft conference happens before Bethesda.
Well, yeah, like, I would imagine they... Well, okay, just if that's been teased, period... The question isn't whether or not they're going to show Fallout.
Yeah.
It's just whether or not they're actually going to present their VR solution, or their answer to everyone else's, right?
I do think, just to really quick touch on kind of something from State, the last slide. So the Microsoft press events have always been on Monday mornings. This is the first time they've ever moved to a Sunday. So they specifically moved their press conference to a Sunday. And I think that was a really smart decision for them in terms of, like, capturing the front page of the news. Whereas...
Yeah, people wake up Monday morning.
They wake up Monday morning.
That's all there, yeah.
Yeah. Right now, like last year, they wake up and they go, oh, the Xbox event's today. Then Xbox happens. Then an hour later is the Ubisoft one. Then an hour later is the Sony. So the front page of the IGNs of the world, yes, they have the broad strokes of, like, Scorpio comes out this date and has this price. They don't have the stuff like, check out the new trailer for State of Decay. Whereas Sunday night through Monday morning, they're going to get almost a full 24-hour cycle of their titles being on the front page of all the gaming websites and even the non-gaming websites. That's what's so great about it. E3 is things like, I don't know, the New York Times covers video games.
Forbes, that sort of shit, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's move on then.
Let's move on.
To the next.
Bring it back. Or keep it sacked. So this is what is every one of these episodes of Prep Ape is going to have, of the next 3 weeks, it's going to have a little game or something that's specifically related to that particular console. So what we're going to do is, we just talked about all these games that they could have, games they should have. We're going to go through the exclusives from the original Xbox and the Xbox 360 and see which ones they should bring back or keep as sacked. So I'm going to say a game, and then we're both going to. There's no like definitive answer. You say if they should bring it back or they should keep
Pretty
it.
self-explanatory.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yep. Let's fucking do it, man.
Mech Assault.
Keep it sack, baby. Quarterback sack. You know what
I
I'm
think
saying?
you should keep it sacked. I don't think that's a good play for them in terms of financially.
I don't think they should, especially I don't think they should fucking show that off at E3. Like, mech games are as niche for the audience as the people who build mech miniatures. You know what I mean? Like,
that's true. Unreal Championship.
That's already a thing.
Well, there you go.
Oh, well,
Bring it back.
no, it's not. It's not. Quake's already a thing. And you don't want to compete basically
And
with
realistically,
yourself,
if there was a new
so-
Unreal, it wouldn't be exclusive to Xbox. So
No, so keep it safe.
a
We
Togi.
got Quake.
You remember a Togi?
I do not.
Like I remember the box art. It's like a ninja, but he kind of looks like an alien. It's all black. So just keep it sacked.
I don't know if this is on the list. I don't think it is. But if I was saying Fable, what would your? I'd say bring it back.
I think it's on this list. Yeah,
Well, just-
I don't see it.
What do you think?
Bring it back.
Now that Peter Molyneux's not here,
Yeah, bring it back. They need something like that to be able to compete with what Nintendo is doing with Zelda and what Sony is doing with the Horizon.
Idify says wasn't Left 4 Dead a Xbox console exclusive?
It was an Xbox console exclusive,
But
yes.
it's not. I don't
It was
know.
on 360,
That
but yes.
It was a port though. Like
yeah, it
I
was.
wouldn't call that like an. I don't know. I don't see that as an exclusive. But would my answer to Left 4 Dead, regardless, no matter where
Bring it
it
back.
is, yeah, bring it back.
Bring it back.
Let's fucking do it, man.
Next up, Jet Set Radio.
Fucking for the love of God, keep it dead. I'm
Really?
kidding. Bring it back, man.
I was about to go, huh? No, definitely bring that back. I think that we can handle that nowadays. And not only do I think we can handle it, I think that financially it wouldn't be a bad move on their part. I know it's not an insanely popular franchise, but
Dude,
that would
you
get,
don't
that
have
would
to
get
make it a.
so much
Don't make it
goodwill.
a AAA fucking title. Make it like an Xbox Live Arcade or Xbox Arcade,
See-
like because dude, look at the first ones. It's almost like Crazy Taxi levels of simplicity. Between you
So-
have a small level, you go around, you do spray paint, and that's really it, right? There's not a lot to them.
I don't disagree with you there, but I think that would not be enough to get people excited.
I don't want Jet Set Radio on fire. I don't want fucking like a
Dude,
gritty reboot. I
don't want a gritty reboot.
And I want
I
it
want
to be kind of
something-
like the original, like and
I want something with a lot of style, but
Yeah,
I would
but, like,
love it to be like
you don't
visually
need that
impressive.
to be like AAA. To do
I would
that.
like something that's like blows you the fuck away. I think it'd be great
So
if they
you-
had like a neon. So think about like the neon
So should they
colors.
ditch the cell shading then? If your answer is yes, they might as well keep it dead.
No,
like-
but here's where I'm at, and you may not have this be able to make this correlation. You familiar with the Gorillaz, the band?
I am, yes.
So have you ever seen their music videos where they do some that's like them in 2D and then they do some that's them in like 3D? Where they like look like 3D animated characters? Like Stylo.
I only
the video for
remember-
Stylo?
The only one I think I've ever seen was the one where he's talking about like it's like the mom's spaghetti of that song where I remember it, the sunshine in a bag or whatever, the one with the annoying harmonica in it.
Oh, yeah.
That's the only.
first-
that's like the
first
only
song,
song that I consciously know of, and that's the only one I think I've seen the music video for.
Gotcha. Okay, but anyway, they like they make videos where they have them in full 3D animation, and they actually look really cool. So I think it'd be possible to do something and make it work. Get like really cool neon effects. Make it like 80s Tokyo neon, like heavily animated, but like insanely powerful. from
Sure.
Tokyo. I think that could work.
You could pivot it to look like that, but like to have it looking either like full 3D, like rendered models or anything like that, like that just I think no, like fuck that. Like
Okay.
you can't have it. No, I mean like you could have it still cartoonish, like you're saying. I think that work, but like to make it look anything that isn't like cartoonish and kind of goofy or cell shaded, which is very similar.
For sure.
I think you wouldn't be able to take it as. You wouldn't be able to take it as less serious as
Don't
you
make it
need
like
to.
Tony Hawk.
Yeah, because it needs to like be goofy and like not
Stylish.
look real.
It needs to be full of style.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah.
If I says, oh, a Blade Runner style. Yeah, exactly. Like that.
Jet Set Radio now, please protect. Well, the originals had that too. Cops would beat the shit out of you. Remember?
That's true. Never mind. Panzer Dragoon Order. They kind of did one, Crimson Dragon.
Dude, fucking keep it dead, man. Because like we don't need another on rails like shooter, and furthermore, like that series is, you don't want something that's not that because it's a weird fucked up spinoff. Like, just keep it dead.
Voodoo Vince.
I never played Voodoo Vince.
I played a little bit of it. I really want to play the HD remake. I mean, they brought it back. We can just move on from that. Oddworld, the two Oddworld games, Stranger's Wrath and Munch's Odyssey. Would you like a new Oddworld exclusive on Xbox One?
Well, this is about what we want, not what we think.
Bring it back or keep it sacked.
Dude, I'm always down for more Oddworld. That's one of my favorite series.
I say keep it sacked. Ninja Gaiden.
Man, maybe Stranger's Wrath, but Munch's Odyssey was All right. Ninja Gaiden, bring it back. Good to
Sega
Platinum.
GT.
Well, Platinum, I think, already owns it, but that's a racing game?
Yeah.
Keep it sacked. I don't give a shit.
Gun Valkyrie.
That was the RPG, right?
I don't even know, to be honest.
I had never played it, so I don't know.
Brute Force. 4-player co-op. Kind of like Gears, but a little sillier. There was like a lizard-looking dude.
Like, for the next 4, I'm going to say keep it sacked.
Dead or Alive. I mean, they already make those games. Forza, we already get those. Project Gotham Racing, we basically already have those. Keep it sacked. Halo. Obviously, keep bringing Halo back.
Sure.
Midtown Madness. You ever play Midtown Madness?
Did not, no.
That game was fun as fuck.
How if I keep saying Blinks? We're getting there.
I mean, it is an Xbox exclusive. Midtown Madness was a lot of fun. It was the first race, like, driving game. It was an open-world driving game, and it had tag in it. It had the ability to where you can, like, drive around playing tag with each other, which is, like, any type of mode like that in a driving game is always fun.
Right on.
Kingdom Under Fire. You ever play those?
No, dude, the rest of them on this list I haven't
Blinks
played.
the Cat? And or two.
I don't remember that being good, but...
Here's the thing.
You and Idafy are probably going to say bring it back, huh? Or at least we got one person.
Here's the thing. Do I think that they should bring back platformers, like a 3D character platformer?
Uh-huh.
Yes. But it should not be Blinks. It should not be Voodoo Vince. You know what I'm going to say it should be?
I know what I want, but...
It's what you want as well.
Conquer? Yeah.
It should be Conquer. They should bring back a 3D platform.
The fact that they own that IP...
They own
haven't
Banjo-Kazooie
done
as well.
jack shit with it is really a fucking travesty. But Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, not an exclusive. But yeah, I agree that should be.
It was
back.
at the time.
I don't think you're gonna see it though.
Amped. Did you ever play Amped? It was like their snowboarding game.
I don't think you're gonna see KOTOR anymore because they don't want to. Why would you want to compete with your own? Basically, the spiritual successor to which is Mass Effect.
Yeah.
You know. So yeah, I'm a dead that item.
Keep it sacked. Next is Xbox 360. Dead Rising, we've already got one of those. Lost Planet.
Keep it sacked.
I say bring it back. I think you can do an incredibly good Lost Planet. Yeah. Yeah. I think Lost Planet nowadays could, like, blow you the fuck away if they do it right. Like, especially with Scorpio. Yeah. Too Human.
Fucking keep it dead as fuck.
Keep it dead, bro. Keep it dead.
It was horrible when it came out. Like,
yeah, it was.
We don't need it.
Just go back and make Eternal Darkness too.
Okay, anyway.
Blue Dragon.
Never played it.
I mean, it's a Akira Toriyama art RPG.
Keep it. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to say keep it dead. I've never played it. So like, I
say bring it back. I think it's a good thing to take a risk on. I know they took a risk and failed in the 360 days, but I think they should try it again. Lost Odyssey was another one they did. Full Auto. It was like Mario Kart, but regular cars. Or Twisted Metal, but on tracks.
Keep it the fuck dead.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think we're ready for that
about
again.
Jade Empire.
Jade Empire wasn't exclusive. I mean, it came out on PC as well, but...
Yeah, well, so did KOTOR, but, like, once again, all that's BioWare, and they're not going to compete with themselves.
I don't think
so.
Does BioWare or does Microsoft own Jade Empire?
Well, actually, that's a good point. I don't know.
I think if Microsoft owns Jade Empire, then bring it back.
Yeah, I would say so.
If it's BioWare who has it, then whatever BioWare wants to do with it.
All right, let's move on here. Look at the list, man. Not a lot of fucking real winners. We're skipping over a bunch. Like 2 different Project Gotham Racings.
Project Gotham Racing.
3 different,
we're getting
4 different Dead or Alives. Like,
I don't think Dead or Alive is necessarily a bad thing, but like a Dead or Alive is not going to sell me on a console.
No.
Viva Pinata.
Keep dead, man.
Yeah, keep it dead. Dizug says you can get Jade Empire on iOS.
Nice.
Who published
like
it on iOS? Was it EA? Or was it...
We already got 2 disclaimer things, if that's what you're talking about, or if you're just curious.
Yeah, just curious.
Okay.
Jade Empire publisher. Sorry, guys, we're doing some live investigation right now. Publisher was Microsoft Game Studios.
All right, let's get back to the list. I'll look it up.
It was Microsoft.
All
we're
right.
good. So, yeah, Microsoft can do it.
All right, well, I'm dead. Bring it back, then.
Yep, Cameo, Elements of Power.
Keep it dead, man.
Bring that bitch back. Now, granted, it is kind of a 3D platformer, but I love the idea of having that. Did you ever play it?
I attempted to. I didn't enjoy it.
Have you having the ability to like change into different animal types or characters? That shit was cool.
I don't know. The art style didn't jive with me.
Fable, of course.
Fable, Perfect Dark.
Perfect Dark.
Keep it dead.
I think they should bring it back, but it needs to be real fucking good. It needs to be a complete. See, we don't.
They already tried a reboot.
They did, but that was fucking 2005.
Yeah, dude.
2005, 12 years ago.
Just
when was the last really good first-person spy type game? And a type of game that we don't have enough games like this where the difficulty changes your objectives. Where if you're playing it on the easiest difficulty, you have get through the level. But if you play it on medium, it's
GoldenEye. Yeah, it's the same thing.
GoldenEye, Perfect Dark, exactly. I think you could make something like that work incredibly well now. It would just it would require a certain level of
But
talent.
I don't think I don't know. But does it need to be Perfect Dark though? That's what I mean. I don't think so.
No, but I think Perfect Dark would. I'm going to take that back. It does need to be Perfect Dark because the purpose of this is what does Microsoft need to do to maximize the ability to make their console appealing for a mass market? Not even necessarily mass market for the gamer, for the core gamer.
Sure. I mean, the only thing is I don't want to be burned again.
No, I think that's completely fair. But I don't want to be burned again either. Else. But I'm still okay with a new Conquer game.
I know.
Dude,
every title from Rare, it's just God. If it's not Rare doing it, and old Rare, not new, not current Rare, it's it's not even the same people anymore.
Nope.
Just those days are dead. I don't know. It's tough.
So yeah, I think that if you have the right team on it, yes, I think it's worth bringing back.
I don't know if this one. I don't think it's on here, but Battletoads.
Battletoads is not on here.
Bring it back.
Yes, they should definitely bring it back.
Absolutely. You should make it as fucking. It should be M. It should be AO. It should be the most brutal, disgusting, horrendously badass, worse than Manhunt game that there should.
I think it'd be cool if it was something similar to Hotline Miami, not in terms of gameplay, but in terms of style.
I'd be fine with that.
Phantasy Star, specifically the Phantasy Star Online titles or Phantasy Star Universe.
I don't think I'd play it, but I think they should bring it back.
Yeah.
They could do well from having a console MMO.
For sure.
You know?
Fusion Frenzy.
Fucking keep it dead, man.
Nah, bring it back. Mario Party type games?
Dude,
yes.
that felt like a... Yes, that game is good. But, Fusion Frenzy was fucking...
Dude, I would
The characters were total... It was the style of it was a McNugget party big time.
That's fine.
It was basically
it's perfect for a string game.
Take inspiration from? The Herbs. Remember that? Or the Urban Sims?
Yeah.
That's what the fuck
Sims
they did.
In the city.
Yeah, and it was this is lame. It was fun. I had a demo of it, but
Herbs or Fusion Frenzy?
Well, Fusion Frenzy, they took inspiration from Herbs.
Even though Fusion Frenzy was first, but yes.
Yeah, I don't know. It's the same sort of things. Do the same sort of game, different characters, different,
Yeah.
Maybe you could take a new, if you have a Banjo IP, fuck it, take you own all the rare things, make that, gauge interest.
For sure. Battletoad now with clicks, tits, clits, and shits. GameStop will never let Battletoads return.
Oh god, that would be fucking horrible. I'm sure.
What else do we have? Seeing a bunch of stuff that's not really exclusive.
Rumble Roses, bring that shit back, baby.
Don't bring back no Rumble Roses. The Outfit was a cool game.
Yep. Shenmue 3, bring it back.
Yeah. I mean, this looks like we're making it through the list.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's a bunch.
A lot of this stuff is, like, not necessarily third party. I mean, first party. It's more third party. Or second party in this case.
I guess that's fucking it. Huh.
Yep, that's pretty much it.
All right.
So, yeah, there's a good assortment of titles to bring back and keep them asleep for a while.
Yep. All right, moving on to the next topic, I think.
Yep, I believe it's our final topic.
We got about 15 minutes before we got to wrap.
All right, here's how we're doing predictions this time. We're not doing it like last year. Now, we may want to do like a tally sheet or something like that. But generally speaking, having a prediction... So how we did it the last few years is we would just have a list of predictions that I would like gather from the internet. And then we would bet on the probability of them happening. This time we're going to each make 3 predictions for each different thing that are going to have point values.
All right.
If you can get a point, a half a point, or a quarter of a point, depending on your type of bet.
You're a motherfucker, you know that?
Why?
If I knew this shit was being graded, I would have put more thought into what I got.
Of course it's going to be graded.
Because you win every year. And if I knew this was going to be the moment.
No, this is why we're trying something different, because you have a chance to win now.
Oh, yeah?
Because last time I always come up with the list.
You're still going to
get to
sweep
make
it,
your own list. Dude, I love Def Jam. I'd love a new Def Jam. That was also an EA game. So what we're going to do is we're going to go, like, I'll go, then you'll go, then I'll go, then you'll go, then I'll go, then you'll go. And we have them in 3 brackets. Semi-easy, normal, and kind of out there. Not necessarily insanely impossible, but, like, I'd be shocked if this actually happened.
Right.
It's not out of the realm of possibility, but I'd be shocked. So that pick is me in real life.
All right, so you want to start with the easy one first?
Yeah. I'll go first, right?
If you want, yeah.
Xbox Scorpio will launch in October for $499 US.
All right.
And it will be like, no, we don't have to add that to the picture because that's just like another like quarter of a point.
Gonna make
if I get that part right, I'll add it, but it's not going to be added to the prediction.
Okay.
It's going to be touted as or talked about as a premium console. That's how they're going to get away with charging $500 for it because they're like, this is the premium console for the premium gamer.
The premium gamer.
Yeah.
Here comes the pre. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And I also, this is not going to count.
Yeah,
But I'm just going to say this. I think it's going to be called the Xbox One X.
That would be the... Okay.
That's not a prediction.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
it is, but it's not a prediction for
That
a
would be the
point.
stupidest fucking name.
We have the S, now the X. Because it's a Xbox One family of consoles. Xbox One S, Xbox One X.
I hate
You're welcome.
this marketing spirit. Anyways.
Xbox.
'Cause I know that, like, you're just telling it like how they'd say it.
Yeah.
Right? You don't shoot the messenger, but like, on the Xbox family of consoles. Like,
The Xbox family of
fuck you.
consoles, we have our Xbox One S, and then we have the premium unit for the premium gamer, the Xbox One X.
Here at Xbox, we do things a bit different, right?
Xbox, we're all about games, and TV.
That was my impression of a certain louder individual.
Okay, what else you got? I mean, what do you
Okay,
have?
we're gonna see a new Halo.
Oh, that one's so easy. That's so easy.
Yeah, well, this is the easy predictions.
Dang. Okay, this is going to be the first year you beat me because we're not quite on the same page with what easy is.
I mean, well, that's easy.
No, it's fair. But yours is like Captain Obvious easy.
Dude,
I'm wearing like a
I don't
Captain
know, man.
Obvious cape.
It very well could not happen.
Okay, my second prediction is we will see.
I
a
like
new
my
Halo
rebuttal
game.
to that.
Wait, you got to be a little bit more specific. Because if I'm like a price in a month, you got to be a little bit more specific. You're not getting a full point for that.
It'll be called Halo 6. This is the sixth one, right?
Okay, that's it.
And it will and it will launch with the Scorpio.
All right.
All right, here's my thing. Here's my thing. Here's my thing.
So you're going to lose a half a point there, so I'll take that.
Well, you don't think that that will be a launch title?
Not for the Scorpio. So to me, you're starting to get into normal or hard territory. Halo 6, I think Halo 6 is a good, easy bet.
All right, because it has to be that, or otherwise I get a half. Okay. Yeah. All right, fair enough.
And it's like Halo Wars 3, and it's half a point.
Okay.
Next. Halo 3 Anniversary.
We already got one of those.
We got Halo 1 Anniversary 10 years after it came out. We got Halo 2 Anniversary 10 years after it came out. Guess what came out in 2007?
Ooh.
Guess what? Halo 3 Anniversary will launch this year and is a Project Scorpio launch title.
You get it?
And it will include a demo for the Halo 6 online multiplayer beta.
Man, I didn't know I had to be this specific.
Well, now you'll know for PlayStation.
Yeah, no, like I was actually thinking that as we went on.
Now you'll be ready for
next
PlayStation.
Tier. Okay. We are going to see more backwards compatibility. All the way to Xbox Original.
There you go. Now that's a prediction, baby. That's a prediction. Good job.
All right.
And I'm going to go ahead and say that, just to make sure that we're on the same page, that releasing original Xbox games as downloads on the Xbox One counts.
Okay, yeah, sure. Well, because that is technically like a way to at least experience a little game preservation.
Yes. Just to make sure that so when it comes time to like debate what points we have, that if they're like, hey guys, we're going to start releasing Xbox games digitally on the store. Go download Fusion Frenzy now for $4.99.
And it comes bundled with herbs.
Sims in the shitty.
Okay, all right, anyways.
Final prediction.
Yep. I'm going to go first. I'm just going to get out of the way.
Okay.
This is the probably won't happen. I'd be shocked if it did.
Yeah.
We will get a new Conquer game. Like, they've used him in promotional shit. They used him all over the place. They've been cock-teasing forever. That's very much how Sony cock-teased Final Fantasy VII Remake forever in so many different ways. Re-releasing it, having a fucking press event, having the dude fly in to re-release a port to PS4, which is just the PC port, and they finally dropped their load. You get a new Conquer game.
I'm going to say this. That prediction is so good. If you get it, I'm giving you 2 points for it.
All right, awesome.
That's a 2-point prediction. Now, my prediction's only worth 1 point, but I'm going to push it to make it worth 2.
Oh, how generous. Why don't we just keep both of them 1 point then?
Because I feel like you have a better prediction than I do. So I want mine to value mine.
You're going to try to match mine.
Yes, I'm going to try to match yours.
All right.
I believe we're going to see a new Battletoads game. But that Battletoads game will be digital only and will look like hand-drawn graphics.
Does sprite like, is that a...
I would say sprite work counts. But it is going to be more like
so
the
if it has like
Battletoads
Super
game.
Nintendo graphics...
Yeah, I would say...
So, okay, just so we're clear on that.
Yeah,
it's not
sure.
going to be like a cartoonish art style.
No, it could be a cartoonish art style, too. It just basically isn't going to be...
I will accept either one of them. That's fine.
It is, but it's definitely going to be a side-scroller. It's going to be a digital game. And it's just going to be like a sequel. It's not going to be some big, crazy, explosive Battletoads. It's going to be like the old school ones. And it's going to be $20 or so. That's not part of the prediction, but that kind of helps grasp what I'm talking about visually speaking.
Yeah. All right. They've also been...
Yeah.
I guess we're both on equal footing now then, huh?
Okay. So what I need somebody to do is, because I did not think about this ahead of time, Idify or Pebiv or Barbecue, if you guys are watching, to take a tally of these. See if you can remember. Or I'll just go over all of mine again. My first one, my easy one, is that the Scorpio is going to be $499, and it's going to come out in October.
Okay.
My second one... my second one is Halo 3 Anniversary.
Right.
Launches with the Scorpio. And my third one is a Battletoads digital game, a new Battletoads digital game that looks and plays similar to the old ones, but may have a altered graphical style.
Mine was Halo 6 specifically, The halfway mark was. Wait, what was the half? What was
No,
my-
it's your initial thing was that there would be a new Halo game.
Yeah, but then I had to clarify. So
You
it
had
was,
to clarify.
Yeah, so it was
that
Halo
it's
6. What was the middle one that I said? I just said it, but for some reason I'm so focused on the Conquer thing now that I'm.
Dude, the Conquer thing is so good. That's such a good prediction.
This is fucked up that I can't. It just
Dude, I can't
happens.
remember either. Can
It
you
was
guys
really
remember the
It was really underwhelming.
It wasn't bad though.
Fuck.
Man,
How the fuck did we like? How is this happening? We
can anybody remember?
out of both of us.
Yeah,
All right. Well, I'm sure somebody will.
I mean we can
remember.
watch it in the archive.
And then, of course, Conquer in some capacity. Not, but it
Well, no,
no.
it has to be a game.
Hold on. Let me clarify. It can't be some like bullshit fucking Conquer in whatever it was.
Yeah,
Like
no
it might not
HoloLens
be
shit.
Conquer's Bad Fur Day,
Yeah.
but it has to be something that is comparable or like just like
yeah,
that.
it is a video game,
Yes, not,
playable video game.
yeah. No, I'm not trying to fucking to pull one over on
Yeah.
you. So
Like,
yeah.
Conker's a playable character in Killer Instinct. Nah, fam, that doesn't count.
No, I did. I'm not trying to
That
do
doesn't
that.
count.
I'm not trying to do that.
New Conker video game starring Conker.
So
Oh,
yeah.
and just to confirm, we're not talking like release dates on a lot of these. Halo 6 gets announced. It doesn't. They don't even have to have a trailer for it. They just have to say Halo.
What we said was the thing. If
I
it's
know.
a-
I just want to make
yeah,
sure.
Yeah.
Because if they're like, if they get up on stage and they're like, just let you know, we are working on the next Halo game, but we're not ready to talk about it yet. That does not fucking count.
That's fair.
Or I'd give you a half point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Fusion
we'll be
Frenzy.
able to.
Was it Fusion Frenzy?
My middle one was not Fusion Frenzy. No, it was backwards compatibility.
Oh yeah, it was
That's
the
what it
ability
was.
to play
Okay.
Xbox.
Yeah,
games.
yeah.
Somebody take note of these in some form of a Word document and post them in the Facebook.
We'll get them. Like,
Yeah, we'll just
by the
rewatch
time
the
it's
episode if
relevant.
we need to.
all right. So yeah, that is all.
Yep, that'll do.
So I
that'll do it for
suppose-
tonight's episode.
Yeah, we'll be back for our post stream in like 30, 45 minutes.
Completely forgot what we were doing, and we just talked about it like an hour.
Well, you know,
not bad,
I guess we're both getting Alzheimer's like or dementia at the same fucking time.
That sounds good.
So yeah, but that's it for Prep Ape.
If you want to learn more about us or see more stuff on us, you can go to chainsaape.com and you can get access to all the links and all the things. Follow us on YouTube. We upload all the Prep Apes to YouTube. It takes us 4 or 5 days or so. So if you're watching it here hot and fresh, that's the way to go, baby. You can follow us on Twitter to see when we go live and when we post new things on the YouTube channel. You can join our Facebook group. That's facebook.com/just read it off this thing. And we're in there. We chat it up. People ask us questions. We answer them. We post about exciting things. And then finally you can buy gear.
really make use of that too, because like I don't like going to Facebook, right? Because anytime I do, it's basically like, oh boy, 'cause I do it to go check Chainsaw Ape group, but I can't help but like just scroll through and check, see how everyone's doing.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that shit's painful for me because it's like, hey fellas, how about going and reading about everyone else's political opinions? That's all it fucking is. It's like, please make it worth it. Please. Definitely join us there though.
And then go buy some cool Chainsaw Ape gear. Got the new stuff, the
get
old stuff.
some rad shit.
Yep.
Let's
That's
see,
it.
we get some FF7.
Yeah, that'll be
perhaps. Yep. All right, but we are keeping Prep Ape under an hour, so let's fucking do that. And actually, it's 55 minutes, which I think.
Damn, that's a short one.
Well, it's condensed like the milk, you know. Get that powder.
I can appreciate that.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, that is it for Prep Ape. We will see you guys on the post stream, and hopefully we'll see you there. If not,
I made you Tom.
Yep. Well, we're still the same. DKP. And goodbye and good luck. On what I don't know, but